Today we'll look at how to automatically remove silence in your videos using DaVinci Resolve. And yes, this is completely free. You do not need the paid version of DaVinci to do this. Just make sure you're on version 20.2 or later. I'm here in DaVinci Resolve and I've created this project. I'm also on the edit page down here. That's where I prefer to work. Let's first look at how to remove silence from one video, and then later on I'll show you my workflow for working with multiple tracks. So I'll start with this video here, my video camera. I'll drag it on here. And you can see this is a recording of my camera with audio down there. And of course there's lots of silences and gaps. This is very easy to remove. What I'll do is I'll select these tracks. And then from the menu, I'll select Clip, Audio Operations, and Ripple Delete Silence. And now this pop-up window appears. It has a couple settings we can use to adjust how the silences are removed. First, there's the volume threshold. It's minus 25 decibels by default. And I think that's a pretty good value to start with. Down here, you can see the preview of what it's going to do. If I adjust the threshold, you can see how it changes. Let's go back to negative 25. We also have pre-head and post-tail settings. So this is going to determine how much of the end and the beginning of the window is trimmed off. So pre-head will trim off part of the end. So if I increase this, notice how the right side of the window can be a little bit shorter. That's used if you want to add a little bit of extra space at the end of the edits. I usually like about 20. And then post-tail is going to be the beginning of the frame. So as I click and drag this, notice how the beginning of the red box is moving. And once again, I like about 20. But you can edit it to see how it fits for your sound situation. Minimum to strip is just the minimum size window you'll have. When you're happy with these settings, you can click remove. And now all the edits are automatically done. Notice how all the sound gaps are gone based on the parameters I chose. You'll still want to tidy up your edit, of course, but this is a huge time saver. Let's now look at how to do this with 2 tracks. There are probably a million ways to do this. This is just my workflow, so I thought I'd share it. So I have 2 videos up here. I have a camera track, which we saw earlier, and also I have a laptop screen recording track. Let me drag them onto the timeline. I'll drag the laptop track here. And as I scroll through it, this is just my screen recording, but I also recorded the mic on my laptop, so there's an audio track here. Now let's drag on the camera track. I'll drag this over here. And this is my camera, and its audio track also came in. Now in the long run, I don't really care about my laptop's audio track. I just record it so I can easily sync up my on-screen actions with my camera voice recording. So we'll look at how to sync these up in a bit automatically. First, let me just add a DVE filter to my camera so it looks a little better. I'm gonna click Effects up here, and then I'll search for DVE. This is a type of filter, so I'll click and drag it onto my camera. And you can see the default behavior over here is this picture-in-picture look. Now with my camera track selected, let's open the inspector. If I go to the Effects tab, I can configure the DVE further. Scroll down. I'll expand border. I'll crop it a bit. Maybe change the height. Using the Move tool, I can center my video in it. So I clicked on the Move adjustment there, and I'm moving the camera track within the DVE. Let's go back to the DVE effect. Change the position parameters here. Click and drag. Say I want it there. Let's put it down there. And let's just change the border color to, say, white. So just a quick little DVE effect there. Picture in picture. So if I play it, that's my clapping to sync up the audio. And I also do it on the laptop over here. And then scrolling through, we can see the video. Now the videos are not synced up yet. To do that, I'll just select everything. I did Command A on Mac. Then I'll right click and I'll say Auto Align Clips. So I'll click this. And you can choose whether or not to do it by timecode or waveform. I'll do waveform. That's just gonna try to match the shape of the audio. I'll click sync. And now they're lined up. So as I go through the video, my voice talking is matched up with what I'm doing on screen. I don't need this audio track for the laptop anymore. So I'll option click on it, press delete. Let's just move up our other audio track, move track up. So this is what our timeline looks like. We have our picture-in-picture video, and our screen, and our voice recording down here. Now we can go and remove the silences. To do that, I'll just select all tracks again. I'll go up to Clip, Audio Operations, Ripple Delete Silence, and once again, I get my options here. Now the preview down below doesn't show the screen getting edited. The red boxes are only shown on my camera track, but they actually will be removed from my screen recording down here. So I'll click Remove, And you can see it actually edited both tracks in addition to the audio track. So if I play through, all these cuts are automatically there. And if I want, I can zoom in. And we can make further tracks with the trim edit tool, with the other edit tool, and edit it as we like. Now, one shortcoming of this tool is that it does not automatically remove bad takes or filler words. I'm really hoping DaVinci adds that feature at some point. It would definitely be a game changer. In the meantime, there is a tool I use that can do this called Gling. I have a review of it here on my channel. I'll leave a link in the description below. So check that out if you're interested in that feature. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.